Dominic Ashford stood in the lobby of Ashford Enterprises, focused on quarterly reports, when a tiny voice broke his concentration. "Excuse me, sir, you dropped this." He looked down to see a little girl, no older than 3, with messy blonde buns and a pink dress that hung a bit too loose. In her small hands, she held a delicate gold locket that shimmered under the light. Dominic froze. He knew that locket. He had given it to his wife, Elena, 7 years ago on their first anniversary. She'd worn it every day until the car accident 3 years ago that took her life. "Where did you get that?" His tone came out sharper than he intended. The girl's big blue eyes widened. "I found it on the floor. My mommy says when you find things, you should give them back." "Is it yours?" Dominic's hands trembled as he opened the locket. 2 tiny photos smiled back at him and Elena, laughing during their honeymoon in Italy. A woman's voice called out, "Emma, I told you to stay by the cart." A young woman in a gray janitor's uniform rushed over, her blonde hair tied back, worry etched across her face. "I'm so sorry, Mr. Ashford. She got away from me." "Mommy, I gave back the lost thing like you said," Emma chirped proudly. Dominic's voice softened. "Where exactly did you find this?" "By the shiny elevator," Emma said, pointing. "It was pretty, but Mommy says pretty things that aren't ours should go back." Sarah, as her name tag read, tried to pull her daughter away. "I'm so sorry, sir. We'll leave you alone." "Wait," Dominic said, still clutching the locket. "This belonged to my wife. It's been missing for 3 years. How could it end up here?" Sarah looked genuinely confused. "I don't know. We just started our shift. Emma must have spotted it while I was emptying bins. I promise we didn't take it." Dominic realized he sounded accusing. He crouched to Emma's level. "I'm sorry if I scared you. This belonged to someone I loved very much. She's in heaven now, and this is one of the few things I had left of her. Thank you for giving it back." Emma studied him seriously. "Did she go to heaven?" "Yes, she did. My daddy's in heaven too," Emma said. "Maybe your wife helped me find this so you'd get it back." Her simple words hit him harder than anything in years. "Maybe she did," he said softly. "Thank you, Emma." Emma tilted her head. "Why do you look so sad?" "Mommy says sad people need kindness." Dominic smiled faintly. "I've been sad for a long time. I lost my wife and forgot how to be happy." Emma patted his cheek. "It's okay. Mommy says you can be sad, just not forever. You have to find new happy things." Something in him cracked open at that moment. He looked up at Sarah, young, exhausted, but strong, raising this insightful child while working nights. "How old is she?" 3.5, Sarah said. "And your husband?" Her face tightened. "Died 2 years ago. Military." Dominic noticed the patched shoes, the worn uniform. She was doing her best with what little she had. "What's your name?" "Sarah Bennett." "And you bring your daughter to work?" "Only when I have no choice. My sitter's sick." Dominic's voice softened again. "I'm not angry. I just want to understand." They spoke for a few minutes more before he said, "Be in my office tomorrow at 6:15 a.m. Both of you." Sarah went pale. "Please don't fire me. I need this job." "I'm not firing you," Dominic said. "Just come." That night, Dominic couldn't focus on anything. He kept turning the locket in his hand, hearing Elena's voice in his head. "Use what you have to help people." He realized how far he drifted from the man she loved. The next morning, Sarah and Emma arrived at his office. Emma pressed her face to the window and all while Sarah sat nervously across from him. "Sarah," Dominic said, "I'm offering you a promotion, executive assistant, day shifts, weekends off, triple the pay, benefits, and childcare." Sarah stared. "Why?" "Because Emma found your locket number. Because I saw a woman raising a remarkable child while working nights and staying kind. Because my wife believed in helping people like you. And because I want to do something she would have been proud of." Tears welled in Sarah's eyes. "I don't know what to say." "Say yes," Dominic replied simply. Sarah did, and everything began to change. She proved capable, efficient, and honest. Emma thrived in the company daycare. She drew Dominic pictures that he framed on his walls, replacing sterile corporate art. She asked him about Elena, gently helping him heal. What was her favorite color? Emma once asked. "Sky blue," Dominic said. "Did she like animals?" "She loved them. We had 5 pets. I gave them away after she died. Emma gasped. You gave them away? Don't worry, when I'm a vet, I'll help you get new ones. Dominic smiled genuinely for the first time in years. Months passed, and he found purpose again. He began volunteering, spending less time behind spreadsheets, more time connecting. On the anniversary of Elena's death, he invited Sarah and Emma to dinner not as boss and employees, but as friends. She sounds really nice, Emma said after hearing stories of Elena. She was, Dominic said quietly. I think she's happy you're not so sad anymore, Emma said. He swallowed hard. I think you are right. 2 years later, when Emma started school, Dominic founded the Elena Ashford Scholarship Fund for children of single parents and military families. At the first ceremony, he told the story of the lost locket and the little girl who returned it. Emma didn't just return jewelry, he told the audience. She returned hope, connection, and purpose. Because one small act of kindness can change a life. Years later, when Emma asked why he'd done so much for them, Dominic smiled and held up the locket. You gave this back when you could have kept it. That told me something important, that your mother was raising you right. My wife used to say, we're measured not by what we have, but by what we give. You both reminded me of that. He looked at the locket, at the photos, the gold, the memoriessa, and realized its real worth wasn't what it was made of, but what it had given him back: humanity, purpose, love. Sometimes, the things we lose lead us to the people we're meant to find, and sometimes, a child's simple act of kindness can make broken hearts whole again.